Hi guys, how you doing? I hope you guys are enjoying your Tuesday. And this is your girl Patricia, and welcome to another episode of Sharing Life's Moments with Patricia. And then, first, before I start, I want to thank every one of you who text, or every one of you who sent me a message, every one of you who commented on my last video, every one of you who viewed it. God bless you all so much. Honestly, without you guys, I'm not going to be here today. You guys made it possible for me to be here. I almost didn't want to come today because I'm tired. I worked tonight, and then now this is where I am, and then tonight again I'm going back, and then I call myself speaker in the morning, stylist by noon, caregiver at night. God help me, we'll survive. He's got multiple streams of income by his grace. Anyway, that's not why we're here. Today's topic is a little sensitive, and it's gonna hurt some, but those who really know the truth will understand what I'm really talking about, and they will know that I'm actually making sense in this today's video. And now the topic for today is women and pastors. Women and pastors. Like, women, when are you people going to stop this? Now let me start by telling you this. You meet a man of God. Yes, he's a man of God. You want to get married. You're looking for a husband. You want to get married. You don't forget the main reason why you actually went to church and why you decided to meet the man of God. Then you find out that, okay, maybe the man of God is not married or even married. Then the next thing, you find yourself attracted to him. And some of you, even knowing that he's married, you don't mind. You still want to have that affair and say that, I don't care if he's having issues with his wife. Yes, even if he's having issues with his wife, who told you he cannot sort it out? See, before I judge anyone, I always want to crucify myself first, so that you don't crucify me. Because the truth about it is that we're all, at one point in our lives, every one of us have been vulnerable to these men of God. But me, as time progresses, as age, I started understanding the word. I started understanding God. I started understanding what it is to be a born again. Because a lot of us too do not know the reason why we're in the presence of God. We just think we're there to wear clothes, to wear fancy clothes, to wear makeup, to go out and say, oh yeah, I'm a born again and this is where I am. Now let me tell you something. These men of God, they were men before they became of God. And you women, you are always too curious. In part of being curious, you always want to go try something out with this man of God, wanting to know, oh, let me see how genuine it is. Let me know. Stop. He is still a man, and that's why I said they were men before they became of God. I'm not saying you shouldn't have a spiritual father. Yes, you should have. I mean, for direction, sometimes someone you can talk to when you're down. You get same thing applicable to spiritual mother. In fact, to make it more better, it doesn't have to be the man. As long as he's married, use his wife as your spiritual mother. But a lot of women, you're gonna have this intention of going to church and say, let me go, at least this man will pray for me, I'll be delivered, whatever is happening to me, this husband must come. You get to church, the moment you find out that maybe the man of God is not married, Nadia, you want quench put. Let me speak pidgin English. I'm sorry about that. But then you forget totally the reason why you are in the church. You forget totally the reason why that man of God is praying for you. You move to something different. As in, before you know it, you're getting too acquainted to the man of God. You want to get so close to him. You want, oh, daddy, this, what is it? Even when daddy is sleeping 3 a.m. in the night, you're calling at odd hour. What is your problem? Daddy is coming from somewhere before he met you now. Daddy has his own personal issues that he needs to take care of before he met you now. Then some women, you say you want to get married. Let me tell you something. You walk into a church because you find out that the man of God is not married. The next thing, you will start doing all the lip service, high service, maybe because you're very okay, you find yourself buying gifts for the man of God, pouring all your money on him, wanting him to see that yes, you're paying tithe, wanting him to see that, oh, when they said who can give $10,000, even if you don't have it, the last money in your account, you want to come out because you want a pastor to see that you can finance his church, because you want to be mother church. Oh, please save that for a rainy day. You keep forgetting that if that man of God is not your husband, you can marry him with your wealth, but give or take, you are just going to tamper with the anointing in his life. You're going to mess it up, and you will draw him back 10 years backward. What God has planted in him spiritually. Because after a while, you guys will start having problems. Because after a while, he won't believe that that's the person he married. That he probably married a monster. And not the woman of God that he thought you were. Because a lot of women, we take advantage of a lot of pastors a lot. I'm not saying there are no pastors that are manipulative. In fact, let me tell you something. The truth about it is the fact that you walk up to a pastor to tell him about your life history, your life issues, of course he's bound to pick up from your life issues to either lecture you to the right path or put you on the wrong path. He's human. And some of you, you're married, Mrs. This thing I'm talking about is also about in the Christendom, because both the Catholics, some people, like they call them father, if it's not father, they are not okay. Married women, you will see them today, they go for confession, they want to see the priest, oh, they want to, when they go see the priest, they are there 3 hours, 4 hours. What are you discussing? For crying out loud, madam, you have a husband at home, go and cook for your husband and take care of your children. Same thing applicable those people who go to white garment church. Before you know it, while you're going there to see the man of God every day, you have turned to his wife. It's same thing. Just as when you say you want to go see Babalawo and start talking about, I'm talking about herbalist here, those spiritualists, before you know it, they take advantage of what the issue you brought in and use it against you, because you're not choosing God first. You're doing it carnally. Even David in the Bible was a man of God. The Bible didn't tell us the full story, how he ended up sending the husband to war and collecting the wife, and then the next thing, she bore a son for him, Solomon. I wish you all know the story from the beginning. If the Bible really wants to illustrate it for us, I'm sure they just put that story together for us to understand it the way it is. Oh, this is what David did. Imagine David, a man after God's heart that God loves so much. Somebody that wrote from Psalm 1 to 100. You can imagine all the things he wrote in the Psalms. That God loves so much. He still made a mistake as human. How much more these men of God? Some of you will invest your life savings to men of God because you want them to marry you. Sister, how will your husband come when you walk into a church because of the pastor, because you see that he's single, you join choir? You want to be the best singer because you see that pastor is having issues with his wife. You want to be the first person to get to church. Come off it. That's why the church has a body called the intercessory unit. The people who pray for the man of God to remain strong, to have strength, to handle women like you. I don't know why it bothers me so much, because I see that people these days, they really do not go to church for God anymore. They now go for men of God. Some of you, mama, because they turn you, say, okay, mama, I like you, you are dedicated to house of God, come, and you will start, mama, you will start imagining that, I wish my daughter would just marry this man of God. From there, you start working. Stop it. If heaven does not tie them together, they can never be together. Please, mothers, wives, young girls, ladies, women, focus on God and leave men of God alone. Go to them for prayers. The main reason why you're there, while you're there, if you see that this man is beginning to get uncomfortable, he's a man, for crying out loud. The way you're dressed too, the way some of you women, all you just want to do all your life is to attract men of God. You just want to make sure that they're attracted to you. For me, if I go to church and I find myself uncomfortable with a man of God, I find a way of getting out of it and don't go there and not talk about it. I sent a message. But as human, I understand that he's a man. Without a doubt, there's some men of God that God sends them to you. You know that, okay, yes, it's for you. Let me tell you, women, we're very sensitive. The one that you know is for you, your body, your mind, your soul will tell you. There are things that you guys will start doing together. He will let the church know. Or he might decide to just keep you in the dark until things fall in place. But don't go to church for man of God. Don't go investing all your life savings and wanting to be when they say, oh, so we need 10,000 in the church, you want to be number one. Then tomorrow, if the pastor does not notice you, you'll be the first one to start procrastinating, messing the man of God's name up and down, saying, oh, he's evil, he's not real, he's fake. Auntie, he's not fake. Oh, you're the one that is fake. You didn't go for God. You went for the man of God, and he proved to you. God himself showed himself to you that he is God. It is the person that he ordained for his son that will be there. Honestly, I would really love for us to, readdress this issue about going to church and then men of God and women. Stop tempting them. They're human. You don't expect to tempt a man of God and he will not come on you like a wounded lion, when you don't know how long he's probably kept himself like that. At the same time, I'm not saying they're holy, but if you keep yourself holy, they will come to you as holy. So I would really love for us to, have a change of heart. Women especially, when we go to church, our perception and the reason and what we're actually looking for in the presence of God. Honestly, I can't thank you guys enough for this evening, for listening to me. I love you all so much. And then if this message comes to you so hard, especially those who have priest as friend, Sele and all those people, and that's why I said I'm talking to everyone in the Christendom, including the white garment churches. Everyone. I would really love for us to go to church with a pure heart and not for the man of God. Thank you all so much. It's your girl Patricia, and I can't wait to meet you guys again for another sweet episode. I love you all so much. Feel free to share your views, share your comments. Honestly, your comments encourages me. And then subscribe to my YouTube channel. Honestly, I need your subscription. I mean, that helps me. It just empowers me more every day. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Sharing Life's Moment with Patricia, and then follow me on Instagram and on Facebook and on Twitter at House of Magdalene, and then my style page Adasa_place. God bless you all so much. Love you all so much. Night night. Mwah.